Okay, and we are live. But it is going to take a moment before I can see some comments and see how many people are here. So we're just going to wait a moment. Okay, I see Evelyn is here. So happy to see you again, our super teacher. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you very much. Mohammed Max, hello, hello, hello. Ava, good evening, Mike. Nice to see you. I managed not to fall asleep. Yes, I know it is about midnight for you in Poland right now. Thank you for staying up to watch this. Mustafa, hello. Swan Conard, sawadee ka. Hello, sawadee krap. And Roberto Garay, hello, hello. All right, so we've got some people here. It says we've got about 120 people. Usually we get close to about 600 or 900. So I'm just going to keep reading your comments for a moment, saying hello to everybody while we wait for more people to get here. Maxwell, hello. Zach RG from Nigeria, hello. Ricardo, Danielle, Capri, nice to see you, Teacher Mike. Nice to see you too. Hello. Isabel Izquierdo, hello from Guatemala. Hello. Scottis on YouTube, hello. And Sadia channel on YouTube, hello. Thank you for joining. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to move my laptop like that. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit now about what we are going to do today. So this live lesson is going to be pretty simple. We are going to talk about present perfect tense. And I already have a lot, maybe not a lot, but I have more than four. I think probably 4 or 5 or 6 videos about present perfect tense. So for more detailed information about present perfect tense, you guys can check out those videos. What we're going to do today is we're going to keep it very simple, but we're going to practice writing. I'm going to check some of your sentences, give you guys some feedback, and help you correct some of your mistakes. Also, before we get into that, I'm also going to post a link in the comments because I recently got my book on Amazon.com. It's not a physical book, it's an ebook, so you can only read it if you use Kindle for right now. In the future, I might have it available on some different platforms, but right now it is only available on Amazon. It is $7.99, $7 US, $7.99 US dollars. If anyone is interested, that book is now available on Amazon, and the link is in the comments. The book is about how to practice speaking without a partner. So, how to practice speaking by yourself. And in the book, I give you some tips and I give you some real ideas for things that you can do every day to practice speaking, even if you don't have a partner. And I also give you some suggestions for how to find a partner if you want to find a partner. And I know not everyone can afford $7.99, and I know that not everyone has Amazon, but that is what I have available right now. Also, I don't really feel bad selling it because the information in the book is already mostly available in my free videos. So anyone who really watches all of my videos already has about 80 or 90% of the information that is in the book. But the book is useful because it takes all the information, puts it in one place where it's easy to find it, take notes, etc. So yeah, I do have the book available on Amazon now, and the link is in the comments. I also posted the link on my Facebook page a couple hours ago and also on my YouTube channel. So if you don't see it in the comments, you can find it on my YouTube channel or on my Facebook. But so again, today we are talking about present perfect tense. And we often use present perfect tense to talk about our experiences in the past. And we often use it very general. So we don't talk about specific times. For example, I went to Japan yesterday. That is past tense. We use past tense when we have a specific time. Yesterday, 2 days ago, this morning, last year, 2 months ago, 3 weeks ago. When we give the specific time, we use past tense. When we use present perfect tense, we do this when we are not giving the time. For example, I have lived in Thailand. That means that in my life, I, at some point, had the experience of living in Thailand. Or I have eaten carrots. That means at some point in the past, we don't know exactly when. Maybe it was one time, maybe it was many times. We don't really know. But at least one time in the past, I ate carrots. So this is present perfect tense. And the structure that we use is subject, have, and then the third form of the verb. I'm going to put it on the screen so that you can see it. Just one moment. So this is the structure that we use for present perfect tense when talking about ourselves. So I have verb 3, third form of the verb. Some people call it verb 3, some people call it past participle. So for example, I have eaten, I have seen, I have drunk, I have given. And this is part of why present perfect can be difficult, is because we use this third form of the verb, and for many learners and for native English speakers, it can be difficult to remember what the correct form of the verb is. So that's why today we are going to practice writing some sentences. Another thing I want to add before you start giving me your sentences is, and I'm going to add this on the screen also. I'm going to give you an example of something that is not correct. So lots of people want to say this: I have ever verb 3, because they know that we use ever in present perfect. So they want to say, I have ever eaten seafood. I have ever driven a car. But that is not correct. When we make a positive sentence to say, yes, I have done something, we do not use ever. There are some special situations in which we do use ever in positive sentences, and I actually have a video about that already if anyone is interested. But I want you to understand that normally when we are using I have, there's no ever, no ever. It's just I have. This is the correct one. So what I want you to do today is I want you to send me some sentences in the comments, and I'm going to bring some of them and put them on the screen so that we can check them together. Please understand that I am going to receive a lot of comments. I'm going to receive hundreds of comments. So please understand that I am not going to choose every comment. I'm not even going to be able to see every comment, but I'm going to try my best to select the ones that I think will be useful for teaching everybody. So please understand if I do not select your comment, that is just because there are a lot. It does not mean that your comment was bad. It does not mean that I don't like you. It's just this is the way it happens because we get a lot of comments. Okay. First one, I have visited Belfast. Okay, good. But you need a period at the end of the sentence. Any sentence that you write in English, you need a period at the end. In the United States, we call it a period. In the United Kingdom, they call it a full stop. But you need a period at the end of the sentence. I'm focusing on this right now because I don't want to say this a million times today. And I know that if I don't say this right now, I'm going to receive lots of comments that don't have periods at the end, and your sentences need periods at the end to be correct. So please make sure if you send a sentence in the comments, put a period at the end. But this one is good, except for the period. I have visited Belfast. Very good. I have seen this movie. Also very good. But you need a period at the end. I have bought a new car. Good. So bought is the second and third form of buy, and you have a period at the end. So perfect. Very good. So I have visited my buddy few hours ago. I like that you have a period. Very good. Good period. Good full stop. But two problems. One is that few hours ago. We never say few hours ago. It's always a few hours ago. Also, if you remember in the beginning, when we give a specific time, so yesterday, last week, 2 days ago, a few hours ago, we use past tense, not present perfect. However, you could change a few hours ago and just say recently. Recently is a time that we can use with present perfect because it's not specific. It just means sometime before now, but not too long ago. So you could change this to I visited my buddy recently. I visited my buddy recent. Oh, sorry. I have visited my buddy recently. This ice cream is the best I have ever tasted. So this is an example where it is correct to use ever. When we use a superlative, the best, the biggest, the fastest, before I have, then you do use ever. So this ice cream is the best I have ever tasted. Or you are the best students I have ever taught. So you can do that. Good. This is correct. I wanted to show you guys this one example because this is one example where we can use ever, but I don't want everyone to write these right now. Right now, I want everyone to write the basic sentences. I have verb 3. Because really what I want to do today is I want to check that you know what the third form of each verb is and give you some feedback on that. Okay, I've never visited America before. So this one is correct. And this one is the opposite. Here we have never. Never means 0 times in my life. So I've never visited America before. Good. I have began class. So, period at the end of the sentence, very good. Subject, have, good. However, begin, began, begun. So began is the past tense form of the verb. In present perfect, the third form of the verb is spelled with a U, begun. So I have begun class. She has been working for the company for 5 years. This is another example of a sentence that is correct, and the grammar is a little bit more complex. It's not really what I want to focus on today, but I do just quickly want to show you that we also use present perfect continuous to talk about something that continues for a period of time. And often you can use present perfect continuous or you can use regular present perfect in this situation when you have a time period. She has been working for the company for 5 years. She has worked for the company for 5 years. Both are correct. They're slightly different, very small difference, not something that I want to focus on today. But yes, this is another example of how we can use present perfect. Someone has stolen my purse. Very good. Perfect sentence. And you've got a period at the end, so it really is perfect. Very good. Steal, stole, stolen. Stolen is the third form of steal. Very good. I've lost member of my family recently. So first of all, if this is a real example, I'm sorry for your loss. And I'm sorry for your loss is something that you can say when someone has lost a family member or anytime that someone dies and you want to offer comfort or say you're sorry, you can say, I'm sorry for your loss. I'll put that in the comments right now also. I think that's a phrase that many people will be able to use at some point in their life. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, now, so yeah, I am sorry for your loss. I'm sorry to hear that if this is a real situation. I also want to help you with the grammar a little bit. So I've lost. Member is a countable noun. So if it's one member, we need to say I've lost a member of my family recently. The only other thing is you need a period at the end. I'll put the correct version up on the screen. I've lost a member of my family recently. This is correct. So we've got a because member is countable. We've got the period or the full stop at the end. The other thing I will say is that a member of my family, it's easier to just say a family member. I've lost a family member recently. This is correct, but it's easier to say a family member. Okay, thank you for sharing. Good example. Let's find a few more. I have had a bad headache this week. Period, period. You need a period. You need a full stop at the end, but everything else is correct. And remember, I said that you can't put a specific time. However, here you can use a specific time because it is a time that is still continuing right now. When you have a time that is continuing right now, you can use present perfect. For example, I have eaten 2 meals today. I haven't had dinner yet. I still need that. That will be my third meal, but I have had 2 meals today. Um, I have had many lessons this month. So usually when we have this month, this week, this year, you can use it with present perfect. I have traveled to Saudi Arabia recently. Perfect. Very good. Very good. I have worked as a teacher of English. Good. Just period at the end, period at the end, period, full stop at the end of every sentence. Um, a lot of people ask me about this. Should I say teacher of English or should I say English teacher? Because I am not English. So, teacher of English, I think this is something that non-native English speakers, someone tells them to say this, but no, we don't usually say this. I would never call myself a teacher of English. I just call myself an English teacher. Am I English? No, I'm not. I'm from the United States. What about a math teacher? A math teacher is not from a country called math. They're called a math teacher because the subject that they teach is math. A history teacher. They're called a history teacher because the subject that they teach is history. Same thing with English teacher. When we say English teacher, we do not mean that they are from England. We mean that the subject that they teach is English. So you can say this if you want to, but it sounds a bit unnatural. Normally, we would just say, I have worked as an English teacher. I have mentioned this many times. Good. So although we, and period at the end, very good. So although we do not usually say when something happened, we can say that something has happened many times. I have mentioned this many times. I have been to Mexico 2 times. I have seen this movie 10 times. And before anyone asks, no, I have not actually been to Mexico. That was just an example. However, I do really want to go to Mexico. I have started my career recently. Okay, so first thing, period at the end. You need a period at the end of the sentence. Sentences are not correct if they do not have a period at the end. But congratulations on starting your career. That's wonderful to hear that, and I wish you the best of luck. I have been a teacher since 1985. Very good, very good. And thank you for contributing knowledge to the world for the last many years. That is wonderful. I have been to South Sudan recently. Okay, perfect, perfect. Period at the end. Very good. I have been to. Very good. Um, One thing that I want to mention about pronunciation is that been can be pronounced different ways. Many British people pronounce it more like bean, bean. But for most American people, we usually pronounce it more like ben or bin. Bin, ben, ben, bean, bean, bin, 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 bean. These are all correct sounds. It really doesn't matter which one you make. People will understand you. I have forgot him. Period at the end. Very good. The only thing that is not correct is the third form of the verb. So forget, forgot, forgotten. 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 I'll write it in the comments. So I have forgotten him. I have went to the mall. So with this one, we're not going to use went. However, you have a period at the end. Very good. This should be I have gone to the mall or I have been to the mall. I will add that on the screen. So I have been to the mall. This can kind of mean two different things. I have been to the mall. First, we often use present perfect to talk about past experiences without saying when they happened. So I have been to the mall just means that at some point in the past, I went to the mall. I have that experience in my life. And sometimes we use it to say that it was recent. I have been to the mall, and that was earlier today. It happened recently. But basically, those are the same. I have gone to the mall is different because when we use gone, this usually means now I am not where I was before. I am not here anymore. I am not at home anymore because I left. I went to the mall. But we don't usually say, I'm not here. I went to the mall. We say, I have gone to the mall. If you know the word gone, which means not here, disappeared, different place, not here anymore. When we say I have gone to the mall, it means I am gone now. Now I'm not here anymore because I went to the mall. So if you're at the mall now, use this one. If it was in the past, use this one. Ebel from YouTube, I've told my friend about what went on yesterday morning. Good. So this is perfect. It just looks, at first, it looks like it might not be correct because yesterday morning is a finished time. But you are not saying that you did this yesterday morning. You are saying that you did something, you talked about something that happened yesterday morning. So your action of telling your friend something, you didn't do that yesterday morning, but you're talking about something that happened yesterday morning. So that is correct. I'm sorry if that explanation was a little bit confusing, but this sentence is correct. I have everything I need in life. So this sentence is correct, but it's not present perfect. This is present simple. To make present perfect, you need a verb after have. Here, you used have as the main verb. For example, I have brown hair. I have a blue shirt. That's not present perfect, that's just present simple. But your sentence is correct. I haven't been to USA yet. Almost correct, but you need a period at the end, and we never say USA. It's the USA. Anytime that you have an acronym, when you have letters like USA, UAE, UK, you need the or the. So I haven't been to the USA yet. And I think we're just going to do a few more. I don't want to do this for too long today, maybe just 5 or 10 more minutes. This one, I have drunk the water. So this is correct, but it's not really about an experience. This is using present perfect to talk about something that is true right now. Right now, there is no more water because I have drunk the water. Or right now, I am not thirsty anymore because I have drunk the water. So this is present perfect and this is correct, but it's not really what I was talking about with past experiences. I have been to Japan. Have you ever been to Japan? We wouldn't ask, have you ever drunk water? Yeah, I've drunk water. But yeah, your sentence is correct. It is present perfect, and you did use the correct third form of the word drink, drank, drunk. Very good. Ava, I see you asked about I have been and I have gone. If you didn't see it, I talked about that just a few minutes ago. I have known teacher Mike for 2 years. Okay, good. Um, yeah, but you need a period at the end. Okay, I have took my supper. Period at the end. Very good. However, the third form of take, took, taken, taken, like the movie with Liam Neeson. Taken, taken. So the third form of the verb is taken. However, I don't think anybody would say, I have taken my supper. They would just say, I have had my supper, or I have eaten my supper. Taken sounds like you lived 100 years ago, and you're British. I have taken my supper. The servants brought it to me in the veranda. But it's not a normal thing to say. Normally, we would just say, I have eaten my supper or I have had my supper. I've arrived late to the live stream. Yeah, good example. Need a period at the end, but good example. I've tried to watch the last live videos, but I was I never was in home at time. The last part is a little bit confusing, but I understand what you mean. What I want to focus on is the first part. I've tried to watch the last live videos because there is a specific number of videos that I did recently, and we know when they happened. They happened at specific times. For this one, I would use past simple. Also because that's completely 100% finished in the past and we know when it happened, I would use past simple. I tried to watch the last live videos. Um, if you were not so specific, if you just said live videos, but not the last live videos, then you could use present perfect. I've tried to watch your live videos before. Not specific time, not specific video. Then that one we can use present perfect. I've tried to watch your live videos before. Okay, so I have an experience of baking cake. Um, I think this is a correct sentence, but it's not present perfect. Present perfect would be, let me add it. I have baked a cake. Add before if you want to. I have baked a cake before. That is how we make it present perfect. Okay, let's do maybe two more. I have been doing my assignment right now. It doesn't make sense to say have been doing right now. You could say recently, I have been doing my assignment recently, or I have been doing my assignment this evening. But right now doesn't really work. We would probably just use present continuous. I am doing my assignment right now. He has studied English before. Good, good. However, capital H, big H, and period at the end. He has studied English before. Oops, didn't mean to do that. My father has written poems. Good. So write, wrote, written. Very good. My father has written poems. But you need a period at the end of the sentence. My father has written poems, period, full stop. Okay. So yeah, it looks like you guys understand this. It doesn't look like we understand periods, though. At the end of every sentence, you need to have a period, full stop. Let me give you an example. Um, we're done talking about present perfect. I think everybody understands it pretty well now. If you don't understand it, again, I have many other videos that are about 3 to 5 minutes long about different ways to use present perfect. You can find those both on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel. So if you want to learn more about present perfect with more details, more complex grammar, more explanations, a little bit more direct than this video today, you can go to my YouTube channel, watch those videos for free, or you can watch them here on Facebook for free. But again, period or full stop. So in the United States, we say period. In the United Kingdom, they say full stop. You need this at the end of your sentence. For example, I am Mike. Let's do this. My name is Mike. This sentence is not correct. This sentence is not correct because there's no period at the end. You need to put a period at the end of every sentence. So here, my name is Mike, period. This sentence is correct. Every sentence needs a period at the end, unless you have a question mark or an exclamation mark. If you have one of those, you don't need a period, but normally you need a period at the end of every sentence. And last thing I want to say before we finish is for anyone who missed the beginning, I mentioned that my book is finally available on Amazon. It's only available on Amazon as an ebook. So if you have Kindle, I think Kindle is free, but you buy the books for it. My book, How to Practice Speaking English by Yourself and Why Everyone Should Do It. My book is now available on Amazon Kindle. I posted the link in the comments earlier. If you're interested, it's $7.99. And I also have the link on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel right now. So if you're interested, you can take a look. There's a preview so that you can open it and you can read the first 3 pages to decide whether or not you would like to buy it. If you are interested, thank you very much. If you're not interested, that's fine too. Most of the information is already available in my various videos, but the book takes all of those ideas and it puts them into one place where it's easy to find all of it together. So yeah, that is all for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating in this lesson, and we will do another one soon. Okay, so thank you very much for joining, and I will see you soon.